42.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first, hey, I was wondering, after the show, you guys doing anything?
Well, that depends.
Well, I got 3 free tickets to Golf and Grill. Includes the go-karts, the batting cages, and they got smoke. Now, for a moment to look at our game, everything, and I mean everything, is falling into place for the Bulls.
I mean, they've been raining threes. Whether the shot's open or contested, it's...
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through 2 quarters of play,
And Portland's shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Dosunmu is out there with MP. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Levine in at the power forward spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And I'm going to watch the coaching staff to see how many times they're going to call Anthony Simon's number the way he's got it going here. Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And the foul called on MP. Called Portland. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
You look at MP, he occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
A chance to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with Chicago's head athletic trainer about his status. It appears to be a calf strain, and that's something they have to be careful with. It's an easy injury to exacerbate. Every moment is looking painful, and this is going to be a lengthy recovery. Brian, that wraps.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to win.
Good game, MP. That's pretty cool. Yeah, big camera.
Calling it now. You're going to wind up with the most three-pointers ever.
You just crushed Scoot Henderson for the second time in a row. Tell me honestly, is he overrated?
I'm not going to call anybody overrated. That label gets thrown around too easily. But at the end of the day, hey, basketball is a bottom line business. It's about wins and losses. And the numbers don't lie. Scoot hasn't gotten it done these past 2 games against us, but I still think he has the potential to be a great player. I still think he has the talent, the skills, and the drive to succeed. And I have no doubt he's going to keep working hard and improving. He's just got to prove it on the court. And so far, at least against us, he hasn't done that.
Great effort. Nicely done. These guys are on fire. Time to cool them off, kid.
Over here, over here.
Make way for the player of the month. We got a...
The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. Now a look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Vucevic is out there with Jackson, and it's Ramsey in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, Bruce Brown is out there with MP. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Caleb Martin, and it's Levine in at the 3 spot. Hey, Greg, what are you looking for here as they enter their first night of a back-to-back?
We'll see how the coaching staff distributes minutes among the players. You don't want to overuse your guys tonight and leave them sluggish for tomorrow. It's about finding a balance.
Now here's Morant. Eubanks grabs the miss. And so MP will bring it up for the Bulls.
And for MP, the big challenge is slowing down a team with a ton of momentum. These guys were on fire in their last game.
And that'll probably only sharpen his focus. He'll know it's going to take a strong effort at both ends of the floor. Hold this team in check. And it's Morant missing. It's up a 3. And that's good. MP for 3.
That 3 is no problem for MP. You know he's putting the work because these shots now seem like layups.
Now here's Vucevic. It's tipped. Morant reaches to Vucevic. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
MP against Morant. Levine, a screen on Morant. Lobs it up for Levine, and the jam by Levine.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. MP against Morant. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Levine, a screen on Morant. MP with it. He's picked up by Morant. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Just muscling through the contact. Levine is a flat-out star.
Morant surveying the D. Here's Vucevic, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Chicago Bulls. The Grizzlies shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies team.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Levine sets the screen for MP. And Levine throws it down.
The lob, the finish, just a textbook alley-oop. And Levine, his bounce, his athleticism, it kind of pays off in these moments.
Now here's Morant. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Morant against MP. Levine, a screen on Morant. Lobs it up for Levine. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Spreading the wealth. MP just has a knack for doing that on and off the court.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Payne against Brown. They get a hand on it, and stolen by MP. From downtown, the Grizzlies pull it in. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
Jacks up a 3. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Knocked loose. For the finish. And the dunk by MP.
That fantastic read on D from MP. You see how effective he can be on this end.
Outside, Payne. Morant sets a screen for Payne. Back to Morant. And the rejection by MP. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Outside Jackson. This one for 3.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their score.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant outside. Pass to Ramsey. And again, Memphis no good. The Bulls have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Levine can't hit.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Payne passes to Morant. Inside, Vucevic, and it's blocked. And here's MP for connects again from distance.
And all season long, he's been nothing but money from beyond the arc.
You're right. He's been nothing short of amazing for him as he edges closer to third most three-pointers in a single season. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Well, some of the big men in the league didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. You look at Martin, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
And, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
Okay, I'll say it. I'm still not a huge fan of big fellas taking threes, but when it comes to this group, I will make an exception.
Here's Vucevic. It's tipped. Kick out to Levine. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Now, here's MP. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Pass to Eubanks. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Just terrific defensive instincts there from MP, reacting so quickly and managing to get that block.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Let's keep it up.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Nikola Vucevic.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
To the middle, here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
It's just so much fun to watch Ja fly. The way this man can take off is so impressive.
And with Melton out there, they've got someone who can contribute on both ends.
Yeah, he does a lot of little things for them. You get steals, assists, rebounds whenever he's on the floor. You'll see his influence all over the stat sheet, Greg.
So for the Bulls, Smart's checked in for Zach LaVine. Going with an almost entirely new group. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Eubanks. Taylor comes in for Martin. Levine's checked in for Brown. And MP, he's subbed in for Fultz. Then for the Grizzlies, Jackson, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. Williams comes in for Bain. And it's Josh Christopher in for Morant. Great, you look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
They've got MP. Taylor is out there with Levine. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Smart in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And that one misses. Chicago making some changes. Dosunmu comes in for Taylor. So it's Chicago in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
They have to love how the upcoming schedule is looking. This is a team that simply takes care of business when they're at home. They take pride in who they're playing, and they just love the fans.
Now let's talk about that first half. It's been a runaway success for the Bulls.
The roster was constructed with speed in mind. We're seeing that speed, especially in transition tonight. I mean, they've straight up got them on the run.
No, Kenny, I'm trying to remember the last time I ran like a full sprint.
It was like lunchtime when we were in line trying to get lunch.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Jackson is out there with Vucevic, and it's Ramsey in at the 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He finished with 52 points and was reliable as ever from distance. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And here's MP for 3. And that comes off the assist by Levine. MP's got 23 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The 3 from Morant. MP grabs the miss. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Chicago. In transition, here come the Bulls.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Grizzlies shooting not great, 40% for the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. The All-Star voting with just 7 days left. Here's how it's shaping up.
And guys, I think it's fair to say things are finally coming into focus. We're getting a really good idea of who's going to make it.
You look at Levine. He'll be a starter if things stay the way they are now. He's sitting at the 4th position in the Eastern Conference voting.
And I hope they do stay that way. He's been so good this season. It really would be a shame if he missed out on a spot in the starting 5 for the East.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And out of bounds is Memphis gains possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Chicago. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Takes the three. Rebound by the Bulls.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Morant against MP. To the paint. Levine dishes to MP. Shot clock at 5. Lobs it up for Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Now here's Morant. 14 points for him. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really...
The previous play is under review.
Technology, we've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Make some noise, Chicago. It's your 3-1-2 crew.
Smart's check in for Chicago. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. So MP will bring it up for the Bulls. Terry is out there with Taylor, and it's Alex Caruso. Then it's MP, and it's Smart in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Caruso, the pass to Smart, 6 on the shot clock. Feeds to MP. Up and in on the layup. MP's got 25 points in the game.
And it is hard to hold MP down. He just keeps coming at you. What a night.
Here's Melton. Hits the jump hook.
DeAnthony Melton.
And here are the Bulls now. And here's MP for 3. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And here is Pirtle. Melton's shot is good.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
A 3 from MP. And again for 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for 3rd all-time for 3s in a season. Absolutely amazing. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. MP against Melton. The three from MP. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Christopher, guarded by Smart. The pass to Melton. Memphis moving it around. Passes it to Christopher. Jackson with the screen. Christopher, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
The three from MP. Good! Another from 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dosunmu comes in for Marcus Smart. And Memphis also making a switch. Payne's checked in. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So around the NBA, Richard, we've seen an uptick in injuries, more missed games. Why do you think that is?
Well, call me old, but guys used to play through those minor aches. You said it, Kevin. I've played 82 games 4 times in my career. I've played 78 or more 7 times in my career. End of the day, you're not healthy for all of those games. It's about making that decision to push through and go play.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Melton finds Payne. To the inside. Here's LaRavia. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. MP with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Jackson against MP. And they double up MP. 3-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Pirtle's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. From 10 feet out, Payne, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
MP outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Raquel Fultz has checked in for MP. Josh Chris.
Let's close this one out. Play smart.
Payne against MP. Terry with a screen on Payne. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Morant with the steal. Pass to Ramsey. The second chance effort. Goes up with it again. And Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 28 points for the game.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit, really getting after it on the glass.
Took him no time at all on that one.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Payne. There's the triple, and Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Chicago making a switch here. Carter's checked in.
Checking into the game.
The Bulls have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. And here's MP for 3. And the Bulls another 3.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And finished off by Morant.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Morant against MP. No good from 11 feet. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And they double up MP. There's the pass to Craig. Shot from 6. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Grizzlies shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Here's Morant. And stolen by MP. Here's Terry. Takes it inside. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Selfless player. Vucevic finding his man all alone.
Into the Bulls, shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. The three from MP. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bane kicks to Jackson. Here's Morant. And he gets it to go. That's now 32 points for John Morant.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation, and they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And he knocks down the first one. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
No good on the second free throw.
You guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is a guy who's just always in hustle mode every play, trying to do more for his team.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Memphis ball.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 43% for the game. Morant outside. And they'll get another chance. Vucevic with the bucket.
Just a stellar rebounder. Vucevic, look, he relishes getting those extra offensive rebounds.
And here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. MP's got 49 points in the game.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always...
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.